much happier looking coaching team there for Ireland. Ryan Eagleson in front of you there. He's the bowling coach. Always enjoying it in hospitality, no matter what.
Straight up in the air. Sanju Samson wants it. There's a fine leg underneath it as well. Arshdeep Singh takes it. That could have been a collision, but it wasn't. Sterling, pegged down, tries to blast his way out of danger. He's gone.
Excellent length, too quick for this shot from Sterling. Takes the top edge and the bottom of the bat as well. Great communication from Arshdeep Singh. He called off the wicketkeeper coming backwards and said, "No, this one's mine. I'm coming in. It's my catch." So the skipper, he had to wait a while to see his first delivery. He's going to wait longer to score a run. This goes for naught. Ireland 19 for 1.
गैस वाला परफ्यूम स्प्रे लगा रहे हो?
इसमें गैस है?
लगभग आधा जो हवा में उड़ जाता है, काम भी नहीं आता। ये लो फॉग।
क्योंकि बिना गैस वाले फॉग में है सिर्फ परफ्यूम लिक्विड जो चले लंबे समय तक।
प्यूरो हल्दी, इसमें है 3 गुना कर्क्यूमिन नेचुरल ऑयल्स के साथ, जो बनाए दूध हल्दी को हेल्दी।
प्यूरो टॉप क्वालिटी प्योर हल्दी।
रोज का खाना हो या दूध के साथ पीना, हल्दी प्यूरो ही लाना।
Sterling's gone. In comes Lorcan Tucker. His best is 94 not out. Played one of those shots that you see in T20 international cricket. You see it in T20 cricket in the first match that I'm sure he would not want to have seen too many times. He's got another chance here now. Oh, whoa, 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 is that in front? No, I think there was a noise. The bowler's not that interested.
Have a look at those speeds. 88 that one, but that one's hit the bat, I think, and I fancy it was going over the top. So yes, but Brumrat, he's done well with his reviews. Decides not to send this one upstairs.
Just saw a shot there of Sitanshu Kotak, the India coach for this series. I'm sure he's really happy with the way that India performed here. Got the feeling that Paul Sterling was getting frustrated. He hadn't had enough deliveries, and that could have been a horrible clash, but it wasn't, because Arshdeep called for it. He could see that off the bat from fine leg. Sanju Samson was sprinting. This has gone straight up. Catching practice for India, and it was a collision. Whose was it? Who's got it? Gaikwad takes the catch. Ireland are making it too easy for India.
But you're worried about a collision the last dismissal, but this was an actual collision. Too late on that one, Lorcan Tucker. And you don't want to run into Dubé, I'll tell you what. He's done well to hold on to that one. Has Ruturaj Gaikwad had a good day with the bat and a good catch as well. So Lorcan Tucker goes again without scoring, and Ireland 19 for 2.
मेट्रो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी छेड़छाड़ के बिना इतनी सेविंग्स तो ऊपर वाला भी नहीं करा सकता।
अपना ऊपर वाला सबकी सेविंग्स कराएगा।
5-star rated fans with BLDC technology. Attenborough. Why not?
दाद खाज खुजली को दूर करने का एक ही नाम, अब ट्यूब में भी।
Harry Tector, tall, and commands presence at the crease. He's got to go some here, though. Ireland have lost 2 top order players here. Here's Arshdeep Singh. Now put pressure back on Balbirnie to, well, not to reboot, but just to gather your thoughts. Lorcan Tucker was nowhere near short enough. He's pulled it straight up in the air. Dubé and Gaikwad. Dubé, didn't you hear me, he said. I said something.
You'd do well to hear him with the crowd we've got in here today. Incredible noise that he was competing with there, Gaikwad.
Two Chennai Super Kings players, of course, Duve and Gaikwad.
Two good catches. Arshdeep Singh, really good communication, managed to call off the on-runners. This time, though, the volume too loud for Dubé to hear Gaikwad, but he manages to hang on. Not too much damage done.
Now, change of trajectory here. Left arm round for Arshdeep. He's obviously had a look at Harry Tector and how he plays. Harry Tector does like to use whatever width is on offer. He'll try and ramp it. He'll use as much width as he can from bowlers. And just watching Josh Little a bit earlier, Josh Little stayed over the wicket all the time. This cramps up a naturally aggressive right-hand player like Harry Tector.
Well, Harry Tector likes to play it into the leg side early on, often moves to the offside. We saw that in that first delivery when Arshdeep came round the wicket, but he was ready for it. Likes to go to the offside and then play it into the leg side where there's lots of space for a single behind square. Arshdeep Singh as well, his left arm round. Well, Josh Little could have a look and see. Often left armers that can swing the ball back in, they struggle coming around the wicket because they're used to bowling full and trying to swing it back in. Not so Arshdeep.
Predominantly it's been seamers who've been taking the wickets, and they bowled short. Both teams have bowled short. 66% of wickets been taken by the seamers bowling short, using the short delivery as a weapon like that. (22 for 2).
Congratulations! आपने जीता घंटा।
घंटा?
ऐसा 3 पत्तियों वाला गेम खेलोगे तो घंटा ही जीतोगे। इसीलिए MPL विन पत्ती स्किल, यहाँ 0 पैसे से खेलो और लाखों जीतो।
इस खेल में आदत लगना या आर्थिक जोखिम संभव है, जिम्मेदारी से खेलें।
प्यूरो हल्दी, इसमें है 3 गुना कर्क्यूमिन नेचुरल ऑयल्स के साथ, जो बनाए दूध हल्दी को हेल्दी।
प्यूरो टॉप क्वालिटी प्योर हल्दी।
रोज का खाना हो या दूध के साथ पीना, हल्दी प्यूरो ही लाना।
Summer, but here's the party. Malahide, Ireland, India.
Just feel with Ireland, their top order. Sides like India know how to attack Ireland's top order, and they've got them 2 down again. So whenever you feel that India, I'd rather Ireland have got off to a decent start, bang, bang, they've lost 2, they're back on the back foot. And it's almost like restarting, it's a false start. Stay there, stay comfortable. Oh, oops. That's all right, sorry about that, says Prasid.
Doesn't show much emotion, Prasid Krishna. Runs in quite easily, not much expression on the face, but that's the second time we've seen him throw the ball at the batters. A year out with a stress fracture. He's back and firing. Keeping Andy Balbirnie honest, saying, don't you run down the track at me. How often do you see it with a big quick? You run down the wicket at them, they're going to put it around your ears the next delivery. I think Andy Balbirnie was ready for it though, just didn't quite make the connection.
Yeah, sharp enough this over as well. Speeds of 89, 88 and 85 miles an hour from Prasid Krishna. That's serious heat. Should be gone. You needed someone a little bit taller. Gaikwad it is. Inches.
Well, he made the decision early to jump from where he was standing, and in fact he probably had the time to take a few steps back and just stand still and catch it, but difficult to tell that off the bat. Made a good fist of it, just hit the fingertips, so good athleticism shown by Gaikwad.
Really was a splendid effort by Rudraj. Yeah, in having another look at it, you might have said he could have taken a step or two, but he decided to go up straight away. Pretty handy, isn't he, in the covers? Gaikwad covers the ground very quickly. This is real time. You see, you have to make that split-second decision. Are you going to go for it? Which is what he did, and he was millimeters from catching it.
Yeah, brilliant effort. You have to decide straight away. See, it's nearly a guess. He took a couple of shuffly steps backwards, but didn't commit to running backwards. That was the difference, but brilliant effort nonetheless.
5 gone. Ireland 24 for 2.
गैस वाला परफ्यूम स्प्रे लगा रहे हो?
इसमें गैस है?
लगभग आधा जो हवा में उड़ जाता है, काम भी नहीं आता। ये लो फॉग।
क्योंकि बिना गैस वाले फॉग में है सिर्फ परफ्यूम लिक्विड जो चले लंबे समय तक।
आपका जॉय,
भारत का जॉय, जॉय ई-बाइक।
Stunning. What a beautiful setting. 24 for 2 Ireland in trouble in the chase, needing over 10 and over. Game 2. India have been superb so far. Played well with the bat after being inserted. Assessed conditions brilliantly, I thought, India with the bat, and now with the ball they've been so efficient. Ravi Bishnoi bowled nicely on Friday afternoon. Well, it was ugly. Harry Tector on the attack. Inside edge, and Rohan Gavaskar has sprinted into position.
Well, I'll tell you what though, I'll at least Harry Tector was trying to play with the turn. I think they know he's going to bowl a lot of googlies. The execution was wrong, but the intent and where he wanted to play the shot was absolutely spot on.
2 for 23 on Friday. Ravi Bishnoi with his googlies. Gone! Cleans him up! Googly! What else? Ravi Bishnoi!
Yeah, again, just getting it right on the spot did Ravi Bishnoi over there. You gotta say, you may pick the googly, but you've still got to deal with it.
Not far off a half volley. That's nearly a half volley. Harry Tector will be gutted in the arc to hit. Well, he struggled again today. Harry Tector gone for 7, 28 for 3.
Welcome, Akash.
Hey, it's a pleasure.
So, Akash, do you think India will win this match?
ला पैसे निकाल। मुफ्त में अपने ओपिनियन क्यों देना? MPL ओपिनियन है ना? अब अपने एक्सपर्ट ओपिनियंस MPL ओपिनियन पे शेयर करो और बड़ा जीतो।
इस खेल में आदत लगना या आर्थिक जोखिम संभव है। जिम्मेदारी से खेलें।
Curtis Camphor, the new man, Ireland are in real trouble. We're still in the power play. Ireland's nemesis, really, the power play. You just cannot get the right kind of momentum. Leg side going down, leg side on Gavaskar. What a wrist spinner they have in Ravi Bishnoi.
Yeah, I like how you just corrected yourself. You're going to say what a leg spinner they have. I just stopped for a minute and said what a wrist spinner they have. Which is true because he very rarely bowls the leg spin. But what he is, he's accurate. He bowls a flattish trajectory, so doesn't give the batters too much time to sort of read him in the air. And he's quick through the air.
Let's have a look at this Harry Tector dismissal. Look where it's pitched. It's nearly a half volley. As an ex-batter yourself, you're thinking maybe hit that straight and you're going to get good connection.
Look, I'll tell you what, now you know this as a batter. If it's a half volley, it doesn't matter which way it's turning because you've covered the turn, you've covered the spin. You know you're going to get in the middle of the bat. But you've got to pick the line more than the length for a half volley. And I don't think he picked the line there. He played the wrong line. Big gap between bat and pad. Played all around it and had his stumps rattled.
Well, Curtis Comfort staying leg side, but what a threat Ravi Bishnoi is with ball in hand. Power play, given the wrist spin of the over, it's great captaincy. But you're saying to the batters, right, we're going to get two men outside. Attack if you want, attack at your peril. Tidy start, Ravi Bishnoi. Well, Ireland, their struggles continue in the power play. 31 for 3.
प्यूरो हल्दी में है 3 गुना कर्क्यूमिन जो बनाए इसे हेल्दी।
प्यूरो, खुशबू वाली प्योर हल्दी।
रोज का खाना हो या दूध के साथ पीना, हल्दी प्यूरो ही लाना।
प्यूरो, टॉप क्वालिटी प्योर हल्दी।
आसमान से ऊंचे है जिसके सपने, वह मान्यता आ रही है नई धारावाहिक 28 अगस्त से रात 8:30 बजे कलर्स गुजराती पर।
Well, Ireland are in strife. They're in a bit of trouble early. 31 for 3 after the power play. They were 30 for 4 on Friday evening, so the optimistic in the crowd, the Irish fans say, a better day so far. Washington Sundar. Right arm off spin, accurate, not a huge turn of the ball, been working on his action, spoke to him this morning. He used to have this big load up a long way back. Seems to have changed that a little bit. We'll just keep an eye on his action around the wicket straight away, so expecting a little bit of spin. Camphor loves a slog sweep. Will he be gutsy and go early here? Chopped away. Washington Sundar, what does he bring to this Indian T20 side, Brian?
Well, he's one of those bowlers. He obviously brings all-round batting and bowling abilities. But he's one of those bowlers, if you want him to bowl in the power play, open the bowling, he can do it. You want him, he can bowl throughout the innings, throughout the 20 overs, wherever you want. And that is an asset. Oh, that struck well. That'll be 4. Excellent connection, excellent placement.
And Andrew Balbirnie's a fine sweeper of the ball. Excellent player, square the wicket. Have a look at this. Gets his foot in a good position. The head is nice and still. Most importantly, the extension of the arms there from Balbirnie lets him get power and placement. Goes again. Carbon copy. Pumps it right out of the screws. Here we go, Andrew Balbirnie.
Yeah, 2 and 2 for Ireland, 2 and 2 for Andrew Balbirnie. This is good from Ireland because when you're chasing 185, you've got to target a couple of bowlers. You've got to have in mind, okay, these are a couple of bowlers that we're going to target no matter what. We're going to get after them from word go, put them under pressure. And I think Ireland have targeted Washington Sundar.
Over the wicket, change of angle. This is good from Balbirnie. Ireland's highest chase in T20 international cricket. 194 for 6 back in September 2019 against Scotland on this ground. Balbirnie top scored with 64. So there is a bit of history with Balbirnie finding form and hitting runs at this very ground. It's a fairly ordinary start from Washington Sundar. First over goes for 11, 7 done, 42 for 3.
स्वीटी हो या किसी की क्यूटी, सब है परेशान।
दांत खाज खुजली को दूर करने का एक ही नाम,
बीटेक्स मलहम, बोल बीटेक्स मलहम, अरे बीटेक्स मलहम।
अब ट्यूब में भी।
What an atmosphere here in Malahide. Game bubbling along nicely. Ireland need 11 and over. That's chaseable. Small ground, good surface, quick outfield. In for an entertaining afternoon here. Ravi Bishnoi. We spoke a lot about the leg break and the googly. 65%, that's incredible and so accurate. Inside edge. Curtis Camphor. He won't watch for long, Ro. He will not watch for long. He's 5 from 9. He's in touch. He likes taking on the spinners. Enjoying being back in Ireland? You're like a local now.
Ronnie O'Grady, as you say, Niall. That's what it is, Ronnie O'Grady. Look, listen, loved the day out at the rugby yesterday. Was fabulous. Just the whole stadium, the atmosphere, fantastic. Great day out.
You were very impressed with Keith Earls, the Ireland winger.
Yeah,
who got
100 cap, getting a try. Look, how better? Doesn't get better than that, does it?
Well, Stuart Broad will probably say those last Test match, hit a 6, take the leading wicket, beat Australia. Down leg side, that'll be a wide. Yeah, it was a proud moment for Keith Earls, the wonderful Ireland winger. 100th cap, yeah, it was a great afternoon yesterday. We were looked after superbly well by everyone at the IRFU, the Irish Rugby Federation. Great having you back here, my friend, as always. You mentioned with Ireland around maybe targeting one bowler, maybe two. So how do they play Bishnoi because they know he's such a threat?
Well, look, you can't get too far behind the 8 ball because it leaves you too much. If you think Bishnoi is your bowler where you want to sort of be a little circumspect against, well, you can't go at a runner ball. You've got to in his 4 overs he's got to go for at least 30. 30, 35, 30. But you've got to have a clear idea as to these are the 2 bowlers that we're going to target, and you've got to target them from word go. Does not matter if you lose a wicket or 2 in trying to get after him, because you've got to put pressure on those bowlers who you think could be the weak link.
Goes leg side. I mentioned he loves a slog sweep. Don't bother unless you're in the crowd. Lovely, lovely connection by Curtis Camphor. First maximum for the Ireland all-rounder. 8 done, 53 for 3.
गैस वाला परफ्यूम स्प्रे लगा रहे हो?
इसमें गैस है?
लगभग आधा जो हवा में उड़ जाता है, काम भी नहीं आता। ये लो फॉग।
क्योंकि बिना गैस वाले फॉग में है सिर्फ परफ्यूम लिक्विड जो चले लंबे समय तक।
प्यूरो हल्दी में है 3 गुना कर्क्यूमिन जो बनाए इसे हेल्दी।
प्यूरो, खुशबू वाली प्योर हल्दी।
रोज का खाना हो या दूध के साथ पीना, हल्दी प्यूरो ही लाना।
प्यूरो, टॉप क्वालिटी प्योर हल्दी।
It's game 2 and it's bubbling along nicely here. Ireland chasing 186 to win. Lost 3 early. Sterling, Tucker, Tector. 3 battles just haven't got going in this series so far, but in Balbirnie and in Camphor, there is hope. What a lovely shot. Trademark Curtis Camphor. Lovely swing in the bat. Connection is good. The short boundary, but it clears it by a good 20 metres. Now, Shivam Dubé, is this the area for Ireland to really go hard?
No, 100%. If you're part of the Irish camp, you've got to be thinking, I cannot give Dubé a second over. In the sense, I've got to be making sure Jasprit Bumrah, the Indian captain, says no more. That's it. That's 1 over for you, lad. That's it. You're done. Because you've got to make this over an 18 or 20 run over. If Dubé bowls a second over, I think you've got to be disappointed with yourself. Not because he doesn't have the ability, but clearly out of all the bowlers that are there in this bowling lineup, if you had to pick one bowler you'd target, it would be Dubé.
Yeah, and bowled 1 over on Friday for 6, so got away with snuck an over in.
Well, he's a batting all-rounder. And if you're a batting all-rounder, when you come on to bowl, you've got to be targeted by the opposition.
It takes bravery for Ireland because they lost 3 early. They were 28 for 3. So at the back of their mind, they don't want to lose a wicket. But if you're being ultra positive, you say, we have to. This is the moment.
And I think this is why this is excellent captaincy from Jasprit Bumrah, because he's got Dubé on at the right time. He's got him on where there's a little partnership building. And when there's a little partnership building, you're just a little bit more circumspect, thinking, listen, hang on, we are in. We've got to make sure we battle the 14th or 15th over. So they aren't going to take too many risks, while, in my opinion, they should. They've got to be aggressive. They've just got to go big against Dubé.
Done a good job so far. 3 off his 4 balls. Curtis Camphor has got a slightly shorter leg side boundary. Fine leg inside the ring, so if he wants to get across his stumps and go leg side, that's certainly an option. This is a steal really from Shivam Dubé so far, just 3 from it. Goes leg side is preferred area. Should get 2 here. Good fielding, brilliant in the deep. Rinku Singh, what an entertainer.
Well, this is outstanding from Shivam Dubé. 2 dot balls in the over. He's gone for just 4. This is just top class. Jasprit Bumrah couldn't have asked for more.
Big ball. Ireland need a boundary. Slower ball, pace off. What an over. What a result that is for Shivam Dubé. Just 4 off it. 9 done. 57 for 3.
ओए, मुझे नहीं करनी कनाडा वाले से शादी शुदी।
तो फिर समझ ले, हमारी कनाडा वाली लव स्टोरी का भी दी एंड हो गया।
अरमान से शादी? नहीं बेटी, मैं उसे जानती तक नहीं हूँ। फिर भूल जाए इस परिवार को।
2 लोग हालात से मजबूर, क्या कर पाएंगे? ये रिश्ता मंजूर। उडारियां 26 और 27 अगस्त रात 7 बजे।
Wonderful part of the world, that is Donabate Beach, just a couple of miles down the coastline. Beautiful water, absolutely sensational. Some of our crew have been in swimming. Poor Paul. Did you go for a dip?
Mate, unfortunately, don't know how to swim. No, but I did go for a walk on the beach. Fabulous beach. And you've got to say that, you know, Ireland again, it's just such a beautiful country.
It's a beautiful country inside and out. The personalities, the culture, the warmth, the hospitality that is given to everybody. Great spot. Having a good time, enjoying themselves.
Well, it looks like they've had a few pints. It's the trade of glasses.
Yeah, it's a great place. It's should get back for a couple. It's credit really to Cricket Ireland, bro, that India came last year and enjoyed themselves both on and off the field. They were looked after well. It's a real feather in Cricket Ireland's cap to be given the confidence in the BCCI. So we'll come for 3 games because our players are getting plenty out of it on and off the field. So the win all round. Fuller. Bowling much fuller here, Ravi Bishnoi, because he knows the batter wants that slog sweep. Almost trying to jam it under Curtis Camphor.
Balbirnie on 999 runs. If he gets another one, he'll party like it was 1999.
He won't. He's got a 2-week baby at home. 2-week-old baby. He'll be going straight back. He'll be on a short leash. Back home and help out with the nipper. Little Luke. On the reverse, it's gone! Simple cap. Shivan Dubé takes a really routine catch. Bishnoi again in the wicket.
Yeah, he's such a consistent wicket taker, is Ravi Bishnoi. We can talk about the fact that he bowls googlies, and everyone knows he bowls googlies, but still, he finds a way to pick up wickets, and that's what you want. He's broken the partnership. It was a ominous looking partnership, but Curtis Camphor's got to go for 18. Ireland 63 for 4.
छोटी देख तेरे जीजू क्या कर रहे हैं?
जीजू तो गैस उड़ाने।
गैस वाला परफ्यूम स्प्रे लगा रहे हो?
इसमें गैस है?
लगभग आधा जो हवा में उड़ जाता है, काम भी नहीं आता। ये लो फॉग।
क्योंकि बिना गैस वाले फॉग में है सिर्फ परफ्यूम लिक्विड जो चले लंबे समय तक।
George Dockrell, the new man to the crease. Ireland have a tall task ahead of them. Need really 2 runs per delivery from here, 12 and over that in fact. I wish it very, not going to get an overthrow. As Balbirnie goes to 2,000 T20I runs. Good record overall. I've been a very good afternoon, a warm welcome to Isabel Joyce. Izzy, how are you?
Great, and happy to see Andy Balbirnie pass 2,000 runs just a couple of weeks after his son Luke was born. Congratulations to him on that, but also on the 2,000 run mark that he's passed today. The struggle early on, but he stuck at it. Still out there, the mainstay for Ireland, Andy Balbirnie. He'll need to up that strike rate today if Ireland are to have any chance of chasing down this target.
George Dockrell's new role in this side, certainly it's a situation he'll be used to. He's here because of this dismissal of Camphor. Camphor, who log sweeps so nicely. What do you feel about this shot?
I always say, if there's 2 fielders behind point, why are you playing that shot? Especially against someone who's bowling almost exclusively in towards you and you're good at the slog sweep. It makes no sense.
Cutters from Dubé, just varying his pace. Dockrell gets off the mark, only just the quickly scampered single. Yeah, particularly having hit a slog sweep for 6, he goes against the spin, he gets a bit cramped for room, and that has put Ireland right up against it. Have to keep believing though.
There's the wrong line. Cramped for room. It was the line for the sweep, in fact. Bishnoi was like he knew what Curtis Camphor was going to try and do. It was a poor delivery, truth be told, but it was the right one for that shot.
More like it from Ireland, and it's Balbirnie who goes boom, boom, all the way for 6. It's an area he likes, both with conventional along the ground, cover drives, and this one through the air. Much more like it for Ireland.
He has the room to get underneath this one, Andy Balbirnie, and pushes the bat right through it. Sweet timing as well, because it's not the quickest bowler on show today, not by a long shot, so you had to really hit that one, Andy Balbirnie.
Well, it looks innocuous, but it's very clever use of the conditions. We saw Ireland profit from short deliveries, particularly cutters into the surface. Balbirnie just doesn't get the pace he wants to work with.
And a taller bowler as well, so getting that tennis ball bounce.
Innovation this time. Balbirnie gets that one out of the screws too. The second 6 of the over, and a catch in the crowd, is it? Oh yes, the end of the 11th. Ireland surging back, 77 for 4.
आपका जॉय, भारत का जॉय, जॉय ई-बाइक। प्यूरो हल्दी, इसमें है 3 गुना कर्क्यूमिन नेचुरल ऑयल्स के साथ, जो बनाए दूध हल्दी को हेल्दी।
प्यूरो टॉप क्वालिटी प्योर हल्दी।
रोज का खाना हो या दूध के साथ पीना, हल्दी प्यूरो ही लाना।
You have to love a crowd catch, don't you? Most importantly, 6 more for Ireland and for Andrew Balbirnie. Bit of innovation walking across his stumps, but holding his shape to get it all the way for 6. And a moment he'll never forget. Where was the bow though, is he? What a bow to the crowd.
Bumrah's back.
Now, an error from the Indian keeper. Greatest piece of work. Have to love a crowd catch, is he? Nothing quite like it.
So difficult to catch these when you're not on the pitch. Really hard to judge. So excellent technique there in the deep. Good moves in the shoulders as well. Love to see a dance move. Everyone appreciating the work around him. Biggest over of the innings so far for Ireland, that one.
It's not a seat in the house, it's a sellout, it's packed, carnival atmosphere, and a magic moment for him. Just a sign from Bumrah here. He knows that he can maybe not close the game out, but make things all the more difficult for Ireland.
Really difficult as a bowler to captain a team, so brilliant that Bumrah recognises the time that it is in the game, the moment in the game where maybe Ireland could get something going. He's bringing himself back on in a clutch, what could be a clutch moment in the game for both teams. That required run rate up above 12, so Ireland need to keep a grip on it.
Is the main task for here from Ireland to take this game as deep as they physically can.
They just have to keep hitting. They've got to hit their way out of this. It's 2 a ball, so they don't have to think 6s and 4s, but they have to run well, which these 2 will. George Dockrell in particular, very quick between the wickets. A couple of 6s won't hurt, obviously, but against Bumrah, maybe just get out with 8, 9 in the over, target someone else.
There is power to come. Mark Adair full of confidence with the bat. Barry McCarthy from his first ever international 50. Loved every moment of that innings, didn't he?
Absolutely hit some bombs, didn't he? Mark Adair, he won't want to give any ground to Barry McCarthy. He sees himself as the opening bowler or seam bowler that can bat, but his strike rate just below that of McCarthy.
An awful lot of Ireland's historic, most memorable victories, you think back to Cricket World Cup in 2011, they tend to be big chases from slightly unlikely positions. But great innovation from Balbirnie, the first time using his feet, giving himself room. Outside the leg stump, this time comes across 6 to off, 6 to leg. Clever batting.
Really classical, that first one, and absolutely not one that you see in the coaching manual for the second one. Bit of French cricket from Andy Balbirnie, but brilliant innovation.
What an over from Jasprit Bumrah, showing off all his skills. There's 3 off the bat come from it. It's 81 for 4.
Welcome, Akash.
Hey, it's a pleasure.
So, Akash, do you think India will win this match?
ला पैसे निकाल। मुफ्त में अपने ओपिनियन क्यों देना? MPL ओपिनियन है ना? अब अपने एक्सपर्ट ओपिनियंस MPL ओपिनियन पे शेयर करो और बड़ा जीतो।
इस खेल में आदत लगना या आर्थिक जोखिम संभव है। जिम्मेदारी से खेलें।
आपका जॉय,
भारत का जॉय, जॉय ई-बाइक।
Beautiful ground, Izzy, isn't it? There's nowhere quite like it in Irish cricket.
Lovely walk through the grounds from the car park to get here. This was Jasprit Bumrah's last over. Basically goes fast, slow, or slow fast, whichever way you want to look at it. Really good, clever T20 bowling from the skipper.
Watch your speed, Izzy, remember. Frog swept, gets it around the corner. Excellent placement from Balbirnie. And we will have a check, but I think that's 4. Great use of the crease from Andrew Balbirnie.
Brilliant. Didn't really get all of this, Andy Balbirnie, but he's an excellent sweeper of the ball. And what's in particular so good about his sweeping is his placement. He knew exactly where the fielders were. Okay, he moves to the offside and gets underneath it, gets around the ball so that he misses that fielder, Arshdeep Singh, who's coming around. Fancy that's bounced just inside the triangle. Saw the difference of a couple of centimetres. That's 4 runs for Balbirnie. He's within 1 of 50.
Sharp turn from that googly. He almost bowls them exclusively, doesn't he, Ravi Bishnoi?
And I'd love to see Andy Balbirnie recognise that one, that line that he's bowling. He's not going to turn that away. Slog sweep, just like Curtis Campher did. That's the perfect delivery. Send it into the stands.
That's going to be 50 for Andrew Balbirnie. His 10th T20I 50. It's also the innings that has brought him past that 2,000 run landmark. How he'd love to double that up and make a maiden T20I century.
Well, he toiled, didn't he, Andy Balbirnie, but he's stuck at it. He's grown into this innings. Really hard worked for 50 for Andy Balbirnie, the Ireland former captain.
That's George Dockrell's hitting arc, isn't it? He loves to power straight down the ground. He does have a good record here at this venue in his new role as finisher. Just hasn't got going yet.
I think he looks in 2 minds. I think he feels like he's in a bit too early for his liking. He'd like to come in with 50 to go and get that power hitting going.
Really good comeback from Balbirnie. None off 5 at one point. He's got his strike rate up towards the 125, 130 marker. Problem for Ireland from here, it's more than 2 a ball required. You need maximums to bring that required run rate down. And that's what George Dockrell tries to get. And get it he does. Straight as a die from Dockrell. A maximum to close out the 13th. Ireland still fighting. 94 for 4.
दाद खाज खुजली को दूर करने का एक ही नाम, अब ट्यूब में भी।
इलाही प्लीज मेरी मम्मा की जिंदगी की खातिर मान जाओ, कर लो उनकी बहुओं का नाटक।
जब हमेशा तुम्हारी और इलाही की जोड़ी बनाए रखे।
इलाही!
मेरी बीवी होकर तुम किसी और की बीवी नहीं बन सकती।
जुनूनियत 21 से 25 अगस्त रात 9 बजे।
This evolution he has had, really one of the great stories of Irish cricket of the last 5 to 10 years, the way in which he's changed his game. Remember, lost his contract, left out of the team, lost all form as a left-arm spinner. He recognised that himself. He put on 15 kilograms of weight, mainly of muscle. And look at those guns, all that power to get it down the ground for 6.
When you talk about guns, it's his core strength. He's got an incredibly strong core, and that's why he can get that particular swing going so well. It's the extension right at the end of it that helps him almost always hit that for 6. You'll rarely see him get caught straight on the boundary because he's got such a lovely extension at the end of those drives.
Now 11 runs from Sundar's first over. Balbirnie likes off spin. Strong on the sweep, the slog sweep. Is this the over for Ireland to target? Sundar knows that and hides it away outside the off stump. Clever bowling.
But if you're a sweeper, you see a spinner an off spinner come on, and you've already decided, as Andy Balbirnie clearly had. The clever bowling from Sundar Washington, but 5 more deliveries for this battle.
Dragged into the leg side. Balbirnie wants 2. And he's going to get it. Larger side of the ground. Ireland, are they still in the hunt here? Are they still in this game?
That seems to be really how Ireland see things in every single match. I mean, we've seen them come off the back of a number of really close losses against top nations. They're really looking for that one time they get past.
Man out there, dropped, put down. Well, that should have been taken. It's the vice-captain too, Ruturaj Gaikwad. I have to say, that's regulation. It's straight into the sun, yes. Got both hands to it, and down it goes.
Has the sunglasses on, but the sun is very low. It's not an easy chance. Oh, he makes a meal of it in the end. The hand's not the right way around. Hits the right hand and straight into the turf. And right now, he's seeing every single player, or every single supporter behind him staring into his back. Not a nice feeling.
Change of angle round the wicket. I think they've done their homework on George Dockrell. They know he likes to hit straight. Dockrell striking an over 150 in this new incarnation in T20I cricket. He's Ireland's finisher. A very tall task, nearly 14 runs per over. He's still there in the final over. You sense Ireland will have a chance. Well, that's not just a wide, it's very nearly a no ball, nearly off the pitch.
Trying not to give Andy Balbirnie anything to work with. No pace and not the line he wants either.
Top edge, no timing. Gaikwad comes in, isn't going to get there. And the ball very nearly nutmegs him to add insult to injury. The 100 comes up. And there is a warm applause around this ground. Ireland hanging around, but not very much getting in the game. Losing his grip before he approached the gather. Under just wants to get out of this over. No boundaries thus far. Another one. Well, very nearly off the pitch. A smile from Sundar. Tickled around the corner, but they've got their fielders well placed, so only 8 runs from the over. It's 102 for 4.
जब लाख कोशिश करने पर भी नींद ना आए और आने लगे ख्याल हजार, काम का प्रेशर, बढ़ते हुए खर्चे, तो भाई साहब ये नींद की प्रॉब्लम नहीं, स्ट्रेस है।
स्ट्रेस से हो सकती है नींद के प्रॉब्लम जैसी कई परेशानियां। इसीलिए हिमालय अश्वगंधा आपके कोर्टिसोल लेवल को कंट्रोल करे और हेल्थ रखे फिट। अब स्ट्रेस नहीं, डी स्ट्रेस कीजिए।
ओए, मुझे नहीं करनी कनाडा वाले से शादी शुदी।
तो फिर समझ ले, हमारी कनाडा वाली लव स्टोरी का भी दी एंड हो गया।
अरमान से शादी? नहीं बेटी, मैं उसे जानती तक नहीं हूँ। फिर भूल जाए इस परिवार को।
2 लोग हालात से मजबूर, क्या कर पाएंगे? ये रिश्ता मंजूर। उडारियां 26 और 27 अगस्त रात 7 बजे।
Meetings in this format, and look at that, beautifully done, Rhea.
Lovely green bow in the hair. I wonder if she's up for Ireland or India. Definitely Ireland. Green t-shirt as well.
Krishna to return. Dockrell doesn't get it out of the middle. He'll just get one. Balbirnie has got his 10th T20 I-50. He's played nicely after a slow start.
He struggled earlier on, but he's kept at it. Played well through mid-wicket, and he's swept excellently, as he always does. Good innovation. Couple of sixes, really got his innings going, and he'll have enjoyed that one.
Yeah, all the more special for Andy Balbirnie, becoming a father for the first time. Many congratulations again to Andy and Kate. Beautiful baby boy, Luke. It's a family affair here in Malahide. Halcyon days, Isabel, for Irish cricket. 10, 20 years ago. Couldn't really have dreamt of bringing India to Malahide. Packed house, sold out, the sun shines out, and a thrilling contest too to boot.
Absolutely spot on, Lenny. Incredible to have India here, not once but twice in the space of a year. And really good contests as well. Ireland showing that they can live with the best in the world on their home turf.
Lower ball, clever bowling, isn't it? He can get it up above 90 miles an hour, up over 140, and then takes all the pace out of that. Just nothing for Dockrell and Balbirnie to work with. Every over without a boundary now is making Ireland's task ever taller.
They need 2s, 4s and 6s, and the problem for Ireland as well is Andy Balbirnie is not one of the quicker ones. He can't be the one hitting the 2. He might come back if he's at the non-striker's end, but George Dockrell is much quicker. If he hits it, they've a chance. I think they're going to be stopping thinking about 2s right around now, though. 82 from 34. It's time for boundaries as often as possible.
Even when it's short, Dockrell will hit down the ground. Are Ireland just thinking about those final 2 overs of the bowling innings again?
You have to expect someone like India to hit a lot of boundaries in at least a couple of the overs. Yes, I know it was the last 2, but it's going to come at some point. So I think if before the game you said 185, maybe Ireland would have taken it. They would have hoped for a few less, but they might have taken it.
That will surely have to be bowled again. Too short. Yeah, 42 came off the final 2 overs. That man, Rinku Singh, who has had such an impact in the domestic game in India, is now showing he could be set for a very long career in blue. Like many of these young cricketers coming into the Indian side, an amazing backstory. Sacrifice again that family have made for him to chase his dreams. Looks very good in blue. One of Balbirnie's favourite areas. Doesn't get it out of the middle though. He does try to come back for 2, and he'll get there. The throw wide.
Yeah, banking on a poor throw there, Balbirnie, and good decision. Ravi Bishnoi just off balance as he threw that one, so he was hoping it would be not quite as accurate as Bishnoi would hope. And White there in the front, he was bowling some leg spin earlier.
Clubbed and clubbed away for 6. Ireland, they just keep hanging around in this contest so many times over the last 2 to 3 years. They've got so close. Could they change that today? Balbirnie pulsing down, maybe a top ever score in T20I.
Belligerent striking from Andy Balbirnie. Incredible strike, gave himself room, heaved over the leg side. Why didn't they enjoy that one? On hand in the front. 50-run partnership for these 2 now as they're making a run towards the finish line. Can they get over it with the victory?
Surprise is it's been Balbirnie who's taken the aggressive route. Dockrell gets going. Got a real game on here. He'll think about 2 here. How's Balbirnie's fitness? Oh, well, he sends Dockrell back. Oh, and he's sold him down the river, really. We will go upstairs to get full confirmation. He was just a bit slow on the turn. And has Dockrell been done by the former skipper?
TV director, we have an umpire review
Andy
for a run
Balbirnie
out at striker's end. Can I see your best square on angle, please? Keeper's collected, and the bails are broken. I have a decision for the big screen.
So out will come up on the big screen, and Dockrell's gone for 13. Ireland lose their fifth, 1-1-5 for 5.
Jasprit Bumrah comes back into the attack.
It is your game. Do watch as you please. Watch Joy e-bike Ireland vs India T20 series, streaming free on Geo Cinema.
Markadair, the new man, and he has got work to do. Clean striker of the ball, don't worry about that strike rate. When he gets going, he hits them as well as anybody. Best of 72, that wasn't too long ago, so he is in touch, in nick. Ireland need 71 from 30. Arshdeep Singh, left arm around the wicket. Just getting himself in a decent position to launch Ireland, and Rohan Gavaskar at the back of the box. We thought, surely not. Ireland were going well, and then this happens.
Yeah, just criminal at this stage. Have a look at that. He's turned blind. No eyes on the ball, and then he's got to send his partner back. That's a schoolboy error, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a big mistake. Andrew Balbirnie, just wonder, is a bit of fatigue. It's been a warm day. He's 66 and 49. Really didn't help George Dockrell out at all there. Massive moment in the game. Arshdeep Singh got absolutely pummeled a couple of days ago in his last over by Barry McCarthy. Ireland needs something similar today. Bumrah's got 2 up his sleeve. Ravi Bishnoi is finished. Rashid Krishna's got 1. Bumrah with 2 up his sleeve is such a wonderful opportunity for India just to close out. Now sounded really good. What a lovely strike with Andrew Balbirnie. Well, well, well. Just run out George Dockrell, puts that to the back of his mind and pops another 6.
Yeah, top quality shot there from Andrew. Yeah, not really that short of a delivery, but just the way he picks up that length. Outstanding.
Wasn't much in the ball though, there wasn't much venom, it was just on a length. It was 86 miles an hour, so it was sharp enough, but it was right in the wheelhouse for Balbirnie. 72 not out. Gone! Edge! Arshdeep Singh! Well, 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 pumped for 6. Goes wide and goes full. Balbirnie takes the bait. Sanju makes no mistake.
Yeah, and you could see that Andrew Balbirnie was really disappointed with himself. He was batting exceedingly well. He knew he was the man who had to take Ireland through. A wide half volley, tempting Andrew Balbirnie into that extravagant drive. Gotta say, good bowling from Arshdeep. Andrew Balbirnie goes back after an excellent 72. Ireland 123 for 6.
Well, the all-rounder, Barry McCarthy, comes to the crease. Fresh off an unbeaten half-century a couple of days ago. He's been telling everyone in Dublin who will listen. Arshdeep Singh. Really clever bowling from Arshdeep Singh. The previous ball to Balbirnie got absolutely tonked over leg side, went full and went wide.
There's that full delivery, just sort of tempting him to sort of have that extravagant drive. Sanju Samson behind the stumps was never going to drop that.
Yeah, routine catch for Sanju Samson behind the pegs. Well, that's a pretty good over, considering the third ball was pumped into the stand. 16 done, 124 for 6.
उत्तर प्रदेश T20 लीग 30 अगस्त से जियो सिनेमा पर। अब मचेगा बवाल।
.62 to win, 24 balls. Oh, it's great to be in Malahide. Here we go, Balbirnie gone. Adair, McCarthy, Ireland's all-rounders at the crease. Bumrah's got two up his sleeve. That is the key. That is the key. Jasprit Bumrah. And here he is, right on cue. Give me a Yorker.
Yeah, and this is why we were talking about Ireland having to target Dubey. Or whoever they thought would be the weak link. Because when you've got to come up against Jasprit Bumrah, I know, yes, he's coming off the back of a really long rest. But just the quality that he possesses, it's always going to be tough when you're chasing nearly 16 and over to get them off Jasprit Bumrah. Shivam Dubey, that second over that he went for should have been that first over.
If you look at Dubey and Washington Sundar, Ireland before they face the ball need just over 9 and over. The Dubey has actually done his job. He's gone for 9. That's a result for India.
As a batting all-rounder, if you've gone at what the required rate is, you've done a magnificent job. So I think Dubey's done a magnificent job.
Brilliant. That is top class. Jasprit Bumrah slamming a Yorker in. Wonderful. 87 mile an hour. Just keep an eye on the pace. Keep an eye on the pace. Just getting himself back into full tilt here. Jasprit Bumrah looks fit. Looks fit and strong, doesn't he?
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, all Indians will be hoping that he stays fit because he's such an important player. Oh, is that going to be out? Is that going to be out? Yes, it is! Ravi Bishnoi at deep mid-wicket. Bumrah picks up his first wicket of this innings with a slower delivery.
Wow, very clever. Pace off. McCarthy fancies it. Ravi Bishnoi, that's a good catch. He's a wonderful fielder, whether on the ground or in the air. McCarthy can repeat Friday's wonderful innings. Gone for 2, 126 for 7.
It's game time, and we're loading up the best players in the world for every position. The best forwards.
Narrow angle, goes for goal and finds it.
The midfield maestros. The ultimate defenders.
He has several options available.
And the world-class goalies. The world's best players for all positions play in La Liga. So why watch anything else? Only on Geo Cinema and Sports 18.
Bumrah's back, Bumrah's in the wickets. Hundreds of millions of Indian fans around the world rejoicing. New man in, Craig Young, who's bowled well in this series. Not renowned for his batting, but he has to do something special today. Another exhibition from Jasprit Bumrah. Yorkers, lower balls really well disguised. Pace off again, it's just so clever. Always 2 steps ahead of the batter. Barry McCarthy, eyes light up, gets in a good position. It's just a slow ball, runs his fingers down the side of the seam. And Ravi Bishnoi is a great fielder. Gets himself in a pretty good position, settle under the catch and safely pouches. What an over. That is exceptional. 4 off it and the wicket. 17 done, 128 for 7.
Ireland aims to upset as India roars. The Giant Killers take on the Giants of Cricket. Watch Joy e-Bike Ireland vs India T20 Series, 3rd T20, August 23rd, 7 p.m. live on Geo Cinema and Sports 18.
Ireland needing 58 more from 18. They're in trouble. Andrew Balbirnie, standout. Wonderful 72. India showing all their experience here. Closing out an innings brilliantly, both with the bat, with Rinku Singh and Shivam Dubey in the first innings, and now the back end with the ball. Execution has been superb. Now Mark Adair, he's such a powerful striker. That's only a little nudge. Pumps it for 6. Nearly takes down the other half of the tree that we lost yesterday in Storm Betty.
Well, if that's a nudge, Lucky, I don't know what's a full blow according to you. That's well timed. That is well timed. I've got to give you that. That is well timed, but a magnificent shot. A few more of those, please, if you're an Irish fan.
No dive from the police officer. I thought might have seen a dive to try and take that catch. Change of angle. Arshdeep Singh over the wicket now. Will he go wide Yorker? Go across the right-hander? Great young Mark Adair wants him to come back for 2. He's not going to. Mark Adair needs to face as many of these 16 balls as possible to give Ireland any kind of chance. And there's a big day tomorrow as well. Asia Cup side will be announced. We'll all be on the edge of our seats. A lot of these players, we wondering, the Indian players, wondering, am I in the squad? They'll be waiting with bated breath. You'll be following online, I'm sure.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what squad Ajit Agarkar and his selectors pick. Problem of plenty for India. They've got so many options, so many players vying for that one spot. Mukesh Kumar, who on that tour of West Indies made his debut in all 3 formats. Avesh Khan not playing over here. So there'll be players from this 11, this squad thinking, have I got a chance? Can I make it to that squad? Jasprit Bumrah. He's shown that he's fit. But would they want him to play in a 50-over tournament?
Well, I'm sure the results so far from this tour, they'll be absolutely chuffed. The physio and the medical team, will they want to risk him for the Asia Cup and play a lot of 50-over cricket with the World Cup around the corner?
I actually think if you've got him in mind for the World Cup, you've got to take him, because you've got to get him into that 50-over, 10-over bowling rhythm. You don't have to play him every game. You can manage his workload, but make sure he gets that 50 over game time if he's in your World Cup plans.
Well, we'll be watching tomorrow. Ajit Agarkar, fairly newly into the post. Chairman of selectors. It's not an easy one for Ajit Agarkar. He'll be watching at home. Wonderful all-rounder for India down the ears. Change up, excellent. This is really good. Really, really good. Arshdeep Singh.
Yeah, wonderful bowler. Again, one of those who's so underrated in Indian cricket history. If you have a look at his ODI record, I think he's still the third highest wicket taker for India in ODIs. He's, I think, about 10 or 11 short of 300. He's got the one Test 100 which he never stops talking about at Lords. He keeps telling me I've done something with Sachin Tendulkar and Sunil Gavaskar couldn't. He never stops talking about that. End of the 18th, 135 for 7.
What is your definition of speed?
You can't take your eyes off this one. What a race. What a Grand Prix that
World's
was.
best motorcycle companies. Stunning race circuits, breathtaking countries, end-to-end action. Yamaha R15 and Castrol Power One co-present MotoGP. Live on the GeoCinema and Sports 18 network.
Well, balls. Equation 51 for Ireland to try and level the series. Marker there. Well, you're going to have to get about, I'd say, 44, 45 of those 51 of Ireland to get over the line here. Rashid Krishna, who's been excellent today, bowled well a couple of days ago, but much better today. Down the ground, easy as you like. Marker there picks the slow ball and baseball style clubs it straight back over the bowler's head.
Yeah, the key was picking up the slower delivery. Once he did that, he sort of made a base, steadied himself, and bang wallop. Picks up another 6.
Polar opposite, really, when Jasprit Bumrah was bowling the slower ball, it's hard to pick up. That was telegraph, really. Well, the Rinku Singh effect at the back end pushed that total to 185 for India. Slow ball again. Slow ball again. Markader picks it. I think he's got enough of it. He has. Here we go. Markader, the powerful striker from Belfast, gives the Ireland fans a glimmer.
12 of the first 2. 39 now required of 10. So again, the slow delivery in the slot. And the kind of touch that Mark Kader is in at the moment. He was always going to put that away.
Pace on, third inside the ring. It's risky. Gets away with it. The first 2 slow balls were really poor execution. They were telegraphed. Mark Adair, with all the power in the world, that's what he wants. He wants a length ball to hit through the line. Better being aggressive with pace on against Mark Adair. Less comfortable up around the rib cage. 39 to win, 9 balls. Cracking afternoon's entertainment for the full house. Is there a twist? Much better. Much better. Rashid Krishna, that's superb. Mark Adair says, no, Craig Young, stay where you are.
Yeah, I think this is excellent from Prasidh Krishna, because he would have been under pressure after having been hit for 2 6s of his first 2 deliveries. In a pressure over, it's been a top comeback.
Misses that. Marker there misses that. Big full toss. Good comeback here. Rashi Krishna, first two going for 12. Ravi Bishnoi in the field, excellent. Great crowd. Full house on a Sunday afternoon in Dublin. Outstanding. Great to see. Lovely warm afternoon. Boisterous crowd interacting with each other, lovely. Great to see. It's a warm day, got to get your refreshments in, got to hydrate yourself. Craig Young splices to cover. Mark there says, stay where you are. 19 done, 148 for 7.
Jasprit Bumrah comes back into the attack.
It is your game. Do watch as you please. Watch Joy e-bike Ireland vs India T20 series, streaming free on Geo Cinema.
Six balls, 38 to win. Mark Adair. Jasprit Bumrah to close out.
Well, when you have a look at where Ireland at the moment, just shows you how crucial that partnership between Rinku Singh and Shivam Dubey was. At the end of the 18th over, India were about 140. Ireland were 135, so not much between the two teams at the end of the 18th over, but those last 2 overs really took the game away from Ireland.
Down the ground, pumped powerfully. Superb work. Arshdeep Singh in the deep. He was positioned well because he was very straight. Made the ground swiftly in front of the commentary box. Right out of the screw, so Mark there. He thinks it's 4.
Yeah, but why wouldn't you run? The game, you need 38 from 4 deliveries, so the game's realistically, it's done and dusted. What are you farming the strike for? You're not going to win the game.
Brilliant, well bowled. The stump cam, the stump mic. He just picked up Mark there, say, oh, well bowled. Love it. Top class, top class. Shovel leg side, should be taken, is taken. India, superb, closing out this game expertly well. Jasprit Bumrah, great to see him back in the side, cleaning up Mark Adair in the deep.
Yeah, trying to entertain the crowd, trying to play that big shot. Just didn't get the timing right. And Tilak Verma does the rest. Mark Adair goes for 23. It's 148 for 8.
Josh Little, new man in. Well, unbelievable. Skill level here from the Indian skipper. Yorkers on cue, slow balls, well disguised. Last over, 4 dots on a wicket. Gun bowler. Gun. Jasprit Bumrah. Great to see him back in the blue of India. Here we go, last ball. Wicket maiden. They'll scamper through for 4 byes, but it's a wicket maiden to Jasprit Bumrah in the 20th over of a T20 international. Absolutely wonderful win for India. Ireland mustering 152 for 8. India getting up by 33 runs. Superb, professional, disciplined performance by the men in blue.
Yeah, clinical. They were superb today, were India. You've got to give a lot of credit to Rinku Singh and Shivam Dube. Ruturaj Gaikwad at the top of the innings with a wonderful 50. And when it was their turn to bowl and field, put on a really clinical performance. Didn't do anything over the top, stuck to the basics. Ravi Bishnoi hit the right areas with his googlies. Jasprit Bumrah was outstanding. Picked up 2 wickets. Got another 4 overs under his belt. All in all, a good day for India.
A very good win for Jasprit Bumrah and his merry men. Excellent performance. Didn't have it all their own way, but did the simple things well. Were very disciplined with the bat. Just closed out the innings brilliantly. Those last 2 overs from Rinku Singh and Shivam Dube really just took the game out of Ireland's reach. Ireland again struggling up front with the bat. 31 for 3 in the power play. It's an area of real concern for Ireland, that batting power play. But for India, the tour continues to be a real success. Played under glorious sunshine in front of a packed house at wonderful Malahide, and Jasprit Bumrah once again just showcasing to all that are watching what a wonderfully talented bowler he is. 2 for 15 for Jasprit Bumrah. India 2 up in the series. Very, very comprehensive win in the end. Ireland had their moments, but the class shone through. Second Joy E-Bike India Tour of Ireland. Ireland in the chase, mustering 152 for 8. Balbirnie was superb. Good to see him play so fluently. 72 for 51. Camphor threatened Markadere at the back end, put some lusty blows into the stands, but all Ireland outclassed in the chase. 6 bowlers used again by Jasprit Bumrah. Arshdeep Singh I thought bowled nicely. The back end 1 for 29. Krishna again picking up 2. He's impressive. Ravi Bishnoi got a bit of tap with his googlies. 2 for 37. The pick once again, the captain Jasprit Bumrah 2 for 15 from his 4. Second Joy E-Bike India Tour of Ireland T20 International. India getting up by 33 runs. 185 for 5. We thought maybe left 10 or 15 out there. India, Ireland in reply. 152 for 8. Excellent from India. 2 up in the series, winning by 33.
There was a series to be won in the second T20 international between Ireland and India. Jasprit Bumrah captaining this young India side. India put on 185 on the board after being put into bat, and then came the onslaught from the bowlers. After restricting them in the power play, Ravi Bishnoi wielded his magic with the wrist spin. There was a great knock from Andy Balbirnie in amongst it all as well. His 10th half-century in T20 international until Arshdeep accounted for him. Jasprit Bumrah gave a great account of himself as well, picking up now 1 but 2 wickets, also bowling a wicket maiden towards the end in the 20th over, no less, to help India win by 33 runs and seal the series against Ireland quite comfortably by a scoreline of 2-0 so far, with the third T20 international still to come. On Match Centre Live with me, alongside the Joy E-Bike, are Abhishek Nair and Kiran More. We started with words like strong and tough and resolute and all of that. That's exactly what India showed Abhishek that they were today.
I think teamwork. You look at that scorecard and you see almost everyone has done their role. They performed, the bowlers, the batsmen, everyone got runs. Tilak Verma slightly unlucky, but besides that, I felt contributions throughout. It's good to see. It's heartening to see because this team was challenged in the batting as well. You saw Dubey and Rinku Singh coming back in the last 2 overs with the ball as well. First 2 overs got challenged, 2 overs 19, coming back from there, Prasidh picking up 2 wickets. So just felt like there was a lot of fight in this team, and that's what you want to see in a young side. When a young side coming through, all youngsters coming up, and whenever Bumrah gave the ball to someone, they delivered. I mean, it's terrific and heartening to see young guys do so well.
It's funny what can happen when a bowler is the captain of the national team, and that's Jasprit Bumrah. He's become the 11th captain in T20 internationals for Team India, but the first bowler to do so. All his bowling changes coming to good effect today, Kiran sir. And apart from that, despite Andy Balbirnie's best efforts, there were wickets falling all along.
Absolutely, the pressure on 185 runs on the board. So the pressure is always there, and they lost too many wickets. तो काफ़ी विकेट आप खो देते हो पावर प्ले में, तो दबाव बढ़ते जा रहा है. वो हर गेंदबाज को जो गेंद दी, तो मुझे लगा है वहाँ पर सबने विकेट निकाले. और कई शॉट्स भी गलत खेल रहे, काफ़ी अक्रॉस खेलने की कोशिश की थी, मुझे लगा ऐसा लगा. पर गेंदबाजी प्रसिद्ध कृष्णा ब्रिलियंट, बिश्नॉय, बुमराह जो पॉजिटिव्स है